Once upon a time, in the grand court of a wise and kind king, a great challenge was presented. The king, wanting to find the essence of all wisdom, asked for a single sentence that could be engraved inside his favorite diamond ring. This sentence, he declared, should be so brief yet powerful that it would guide him during his darkest moments when all hope seemed lost. The courtiers, struck by the seriousness of the request, thought deeply. Then, one wise minister stepped forward and said, "Your Majesty, I will create this sentence for you. But remember, you must promise to read it only when there is no other way left." The king, intrigued but serious, agreed and handed over the ring. Time passed, and life in the kingdom flowed like a river with its ups and downs. But one day, disaster struck. The peace of the kingdom was shattered by the thunder of enemy forces. The kingdom fell, and the king, forced from his throne, fled into the mountains. As he walked through the dangerous paths, he reached the edge of a steep cliff with a deep abyss in front of him. The enemy was getting closer, and he could hear their footsteps echoing through the mountains. In this moment of deep despair, the king remembered the ring and the wisdom it promised. With trembling hands, he took off the ring and read the inscription, "This too shall pass." The simplicity and power of these words hit him like lightning. Suddenly, he began to laugh, a pure and joyful laugh that filled the quiet valley. The mountains seemed to join in his laughter, and by some stroke of luck, or maybe destiny, the enemy soldiers changed their path and went in another direction. With newfound clarity, the king gathered his scattered forces, reignited the spirit of his people, and led them to reclaim their land. The invaders were defeated, and the kingdom celebrated with joy and festivities. Amid the cheers and celebrations, crowned with flowers and praised by his people, the king once again looked at his ring. He read the eternal truth inscribed on it, "This too shall pass." In that moment of triumph, just as in his moment of despair, the king understood that everything in life is temporary. Joy and sorrow, victory and defeat, all come and go like the tides of the ocean. What remains constant and calm is the inner self, the part of us that watches over all the ups and downs. This realization, both bright and deep, guided the king for the rest of his reign and his life. The moral of the story is that everything in life, whether good or bad, is temporary. Joy and success, just like sadness and failure, will come and go. When we face hard times, we should remember that they won't last forever. And when we experience happiness, we should also understand that it won't stay forever. This helps us stay calm and balanced in all situations, knowing that life keeps changing and nothing stays the same. The key is to remain strong and wise, no matter what life brings.